Yo, what is up YouTube? And today we are looking at the new character that is coming out tomorrow, Holden, and we're taking a sneak peek at his skills which just dropped. He's an SSR red reason defense scaling DPS. As you'll see, his design is super badass, and you're gonna see that his skills make him look like a very good unit to pull for. So starting off, we'll look at his S1. So this is his S1, single target attack. You can see he scales with defense and his damage at the top right here. He has a 60% chance to inflict one turn defense down, essentially. And at the start of battle, for every 500 defense he has, he increases his counterattack rate and his final damage rate. So right off the bat, his S1, because of this passive, you're basically going to want to build him on full defense. That probably means you're not going to run him on Swift Rush set, just full defense sets, because you just want him to do as many counterattacks as you can, and also you want him to do as much damage. And defense also will make him tankier. So you're building him tankier while making him do way more damage and also counterattack more, which is super strong because this S1 has this defense down, which is a very powerful debuff, and just counterattacking with that and landing it is just going to be super crippling. Next, we have his S2, single target attack, does a ton of damage as well, super hard hitting ability. Also, you have 100% chance to push back the target's turn meter by 100% and maximize their skill cooldowns. This is going to be super broken against a lot of bosses. Like you'll see against Dahlia here. When you actually use this, it pushes back the skill, the turn meter all the way. Now, it doesn't look like it works against bosses here because you'll see that her cooldown actually didn't go down if we go back. So when you see the attack land, yeah, you see the skills didn't get reset here. Usually there will be like a number if they went on cooldown, but the turn meter did get reset at the bottom. So against bosses, the turn meter is still extremely powerful, but in PvP, it'll be very good because you can actually, reset skill cooldowns of very scary characters with very good S3s and even S2s. Next, we have his S3 AoE attack, has a 50% chance to dispel one buff, and also inflict 2-turn attack down and resistance down. And if this crits, it goes to 100%. So finally, we have another AoE dispelling stripper. This is going to make him super good automatically for Aurora. So just a very powerful PV unit off the bat. Aurora is one of the harder thresholds to farm, and this just makes him pretty much god tier in Aurora already because of that dispel. And of course, attack down is also very good, and resistance down is good if he goes first because you can make it so that your debuffers don't need as much effect accuracy. Also will be very good in PvP. You can strip off those immunity buffs. I'm kind of thinking that people might run him on a full speed build because of this resistance down. And if you also think about it, his skill 2 is also very good if he opens, right? If I can find it, because they don't really show it for a long time. His skill 2 also is very good opening ability. You can cripple openers this way. So I think for PvE, you can run him on, you're going to run him on this defense build because he's going to be super good in Terramaton, against Dahlia, against Karuru, also for Sharon even as a fire red character, and also against Aurora. But I think in PvP, you can run him, that defense, counterattacking bruiser build, or you can even run him on this like super fast build because it does make kind of sense for his kit. So yeah, he looks very powerful. I think for PvE, he's going to be like god tier in so many areas of content, so many shell farms, so many Anisync geckos, 2 out of the 3 thresholds. He's going to be like this outside of Doki Doki. But, even in PvP, it looks like he's a good tank down option that can get rid of immunity. And looking at it, his base speed is pretty low, so I guess you can't really open with him in PvE or PvP, even if you wanted to. You're not going to really be able to compete with high speed characters. But, the tank down strategy definitely seems like it could work, especially because he looks to be super bulky and he hits pretty decently hard. They're even using him in Doki Doki in the showcase, which I don't know if I'd recommend. Maybe it's good, honestly. We'll have to test it out, even though he's red. But in Inferno, for sure, you can't really use him. But yeah, you'll see him in Aurora being used. He's going to be used in Terramaton for sure. You can trust me on that. And Aurora. You can use him in Dahlia, Karuru, Sharon, a lot of the hunts, Nico Nana even. So yeah, definitely a very powerful character coming to the game. Very excited. I think he's a must pull for sure. I think he's more of a must pull than the other character coming out. The girl, I kind of legitimately just forgot her name right now, drawing a blank. I think that girl is like mostly for PvP, but this character looks super broken for PvE and like probably decently available in PvP as well. So I think this is just a better investment overall. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I think he looks amazing skill-wise, and I'm very excited for him. And I'll see you guys next video.